don't got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They pitch it to Chubb, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at this Baltimore defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
To throw on second is Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
In motion goes the tight end. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Chubb on the counter. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Report! No, we changed it. Hey, middle.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. You look at this Browns defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now Jackson on 2nd down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run over center with Mitchell. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now Lamar changing the look.
13. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Here's Jackson to throw. Complete. This is Mitchell. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a look.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now they'll change things up.
Report. No, we changed it.
Jackson on 1st down. No, bottle, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
Gets around him, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Watson. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's Watson. Touchdown, Browns! Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated.
There he goes, left side. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
90 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now 2nd and 5.
They run it again with Chubb.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll try the air now with Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown! Amari Cooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they've wanted to attack.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Ravens 7. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Yo. Hey, report.
Jackson now.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And Chubb will try the middle here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Faking the give. Now Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 9. In motion, there goes Bell.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Hopkins' kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
To throw is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Hey, Ozzy! Hey!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You at X. Go. You change it.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
No, we changed it. Hey, middle.
Jackson will throw again. He's going to take another shot here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Ravens 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell.
And he's got room.
Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the...
Look at this! Middle of the field, a breakaway!
Now he's loose at the 40.
A beautiful fake. And finally taken down at the 15.
174 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And again, it's Chubb. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Watson now to throw. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Chubb is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Chubb again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but then it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
3rd and 8. Cooper, the man in motion right. Throwing on third down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down on coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did because, you know, I'm an aggressive guy. But that the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better because that one felt like an analytics call that someone didn't have confidence in. You know, normally this coach, I think he would have punted the ball.
Yeah, calculated risk. It didn't work out. They go play action now. Jackson to the right side. It's caught by Mitchell. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. they've got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Jackson. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. First down, here's Mitchell. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. That's caught at the 1. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be 4th down.
Just for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down. But the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
24!
Out of the gun, Watson. Looking for the out route, and he's he's got more. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Watson on first down. This complete to David Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of 14.
A give. This is Chubb. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Watson rolling to his right. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Watson off play action. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. In motion, there goes Bell.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A 44-yard attempt.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hey, report. Hey.
Throwing is Jackson.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession. But the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Go ahead. 13. Hey, Ozzy, shut up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's 1st and 10. Watson to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Watson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Mitchell will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Justin Tucker to kick off Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.